Wednesday, 1st of July 2020. Piotr here. Good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, guys, wherever you are. This is Light Forex Global YouTube channel, and this is the market update. Well, new quarter, second part of the year, and we started with the big bang from the European calendar perspective, right? European PMI, UK PMI, manufacturing PMI looks like, guys, everything is fine. What kind of coronavirus we are talking about? Final EU manufacturing PMI 47.4 versus 46.9, something similar to pre-coronavirus case. Final manufacturing UK 50.1, expectations 50.2, so above 50. What kind of the recession in UK? Guys, come on, what is going on? Everything is fine. Anyway, more to come. Right after the US open, not cash, but US Forex FX market open, ADP preparation for the non-farm payrolls. And here, guys, don't forget, non-farm payrolls is tomorrow. Non-farm payrolls is tomorrow because of the long weekend in US, because of the 4th of July. So ADP and tomorrow non-farm payrolls. Also, we do have final manufacturing PMI, ISM manufacturing from the US, construction spending, and then finally towards the end of the day, cherry on the cake, FOMC meeting minutes. So very busy day at the very beginning of the third quarter, and the things are getting interesting when it comes to the FX market. That's what I'm talking about here, guys. Because why it's so important? Because euro dollar again below yearly open. Euro dollar again below yearly open, and the move within last 2 hours was quite significant here, right? Of course, don't forget that you can monitor what I'm doing. You can monitor my trades. Of course, I've been trying to trade this long setup we discussed yesterday, right? But there you go. We are again here, and compare with the things from the compared to the things from the very beginning of this week, we are making significant lower highs, guys. Maybe it's a time to make the lower low. So now with this move to the downside, of course I'm going to watch from the aggressive intraday perspective. I'm going to watch the lows around 1190, right? Of course I'm going to monitor very carefully these levels over here, because maybe that's gonna be some kind of the long setup in case of the data disappointment. But we have to ask ourselves, if ADP can disappoint, if non-farm payrolls tomorrow can disappoint, well, not really, taking into the consideration what we've seen last time. So with this particular move to the downside on the euro dollar, right now, from the bulls perspective, they have to take out yearly open, but I think that might not be enough today, and they have to take out 1235, 1240, right? That way, with the pullback and continuation to the upside, eventually retest this supply. So this type of the pullback, and then eventually rally, like mentioned. Because right now, with this move to the downside, it's not only 35, now it's also 16, 17 yearly open, and the things doesn't look good here. So overall, the conservative approach would be to wait on the move back much higher than 1240, waiting for a pullback, and then trying to look to buy. On the other hand, the sellers watching this 1235, right? And if we are going to fail around these levels, we might see much lower levels to come, and entering around 1235, 1240 with very tight stop. First target would be around 1190, 1180, and the second would be around 1070, and the final psychological 110. Is it possible that we are going to see ahead of the long weekend in US? Well, never say never, I don't think so. Probably more stop count, more range to come. The latest euro-dollar weakness could be related to the fireworks we've seen since yesterday afternoon on the pound, right? Especially when it comes to the pound, euro-pound, looks like all the rally from the very beginning of the week gone, right? Gone already. We are testing the range from previous Thursday, and as we discussed, for me, that's the last level to eventually try to buy the pair, because then, if we are going to break lower, we might see again levels close to 89.50. So I strongly believe the bulls are going to try to hold 90, right? So I'm going to look for the buying opportunity, at the same time looking for selling cable short opportunity on the versus dollar as well. So here, euro pound, the range from the last Thursday. So let's switch lower to the hourly. Well, it's not the good thing. Just 1 second. It's not a good thing that we took out the buying zone. Just 1 second, guys. Yeah, okay. It's not the great thing that we took out this buying zone, right? But we are fighting. We are fighting around another interesting levels right now. Okay. And looks like there is a little bit of the reaction going on here from the intraday perspective. Okay, so what I would like to see, I would like to see eventually move back. I would like to see move back above 90.35, 90.40 again, right? And that would be my could be my my long setup. Well, this type of the price action, retest of maybe 90.60, some kind of the pullback to 90.40, 90.35, and from here I would like to see them going much higher, right? Still plenty of upside based on the chart only, guys. Don't get me wrong that I'm saying plenty of upside, meaning, well, there's only one way to the upside. Of course it is not. It could be many reasons. We are going to see continuation to the downside anyway, right? But that's my setup for euro pound. If we are going to hold the current low, right? If we are going to get back above 90.35, 90.40, rising towards 90.60, 90.70, pull back towards 90.40, 90.50, I'm going to switch to the lower time frame. I'm going to look to buy as explained on the euro pound, right? Next one is cable, and here we have this, well, move to the upside. I've been trying to explain that we have to watch pound also from the risk on risk off perspective, and yesterday and day before, huge window dressing. So finally yesterday pound reacted, going higher, right, towards the end of the day, end of the quarter, and today there is an attempt to go higher. We are testing this possible supply, looking for stops. We are looking for stops here, all right. And eventually that's the first level from where I see the pound going higher. In that case, I would like to see the close back below 24 towards the end of the hour. That could be automatic short setup for me, guys. You have to do your own research. Don't forget about it, right? And on the other hand, we might see more stop count to the upside. We might see market trying to go higher through 24.65 towards even 80, right, to close some gaps, and again looking for stops even more higher towards 25.40 again. Why not, right? If we are going to continue to see upside when it comes to the indices, and well, we do have this ADP non-farm payrolls, then long weekend. 4th of July. I don't think we are going, if any kind of the pullback on the indices. So it could be very strong move towards the end of the week when it comes to the indices. Then risk on and worth watching the behavior of the British pound. So euro dollar, euro pound cable ahead of the US market open, and if necessary I'm going to get back with another update around the US cash open. Guys, it was my pleasure to be with you. Have a great rest of the day. Take care. Don't be troubled, and see you around. Goodbye.